right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. So, Travis, let me know if we're live, and we are good. So, we are going.
Live and sound is good, Mark.
Okay, cool. So, we are going to look at the markets this morning. We are going to trade live. We are going to trade stocks, options, and futures. It's going to be a tricky range here. So, I was looking at the charts earlier on. So, let's see. So, I need to open also my Think or Swim, guys. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody on the feed. Buenos dias, Pati. Good to see you, Pati. Let me see. I'm going to 3. And I need to connect my Tradeovate so you can see the trades we are going to take together. We're going to take this account this morning, which is the 811. I have 3 Pro accounts. I passed another one. I lost another one 2 weeks ago at the Pro Plus. So I still have 4 out of 5. I lost one 2 weeks ago, but I'm past another one. So next week, you should see me back at 4 Pro funded account and take profit plus the live, which means I'm maxed. I got all the accounts, and so I have 3 here going on. Okay, so if you look, I don't know if you can see like this, but Travis, can you guys see 1, 2, 3 Pro account?
Yep, we do see your Tradeovate there. Yep.
Okay, so this is the 3 Pro account. The max that you can get is 5. I have 3. I just passed 1, it'll be 4, and I have the live 5. You cannot have more than 5, whether it's the live or the funded combination, you cannot have more than 5. That's the mix that they allow you to have, okay? I need to connect this so that we can trade together if there's any exciting trade, but I think it's going to be very tricky today. Hold on.
Yeah, as far as the NASDAQ concerned, we're pretty much in the same, looking at the same range as we are yesterday.
Well, we have lower highs starting. So either we are going to fail this thing at lower high, right? So hold on, I need to close my Ninja because my Ninja does not allow me to connect with TradingView for some reason. So let me close my Ninja Control Center. What is this now? Yes. Yes. Come back here, connect here. And we should be good to go, guys. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So just quickly what I'm looking at, one of the big things is we are below the volume value area from yesterday. That is the area that had the majority of volume traded yesterday. The low end of that range is 365, 23,365, and the volume area high is around 23,410. So being below that, that's what I'm looking at. If we get up to that 365, are we going to reject 365 and reject yesterday's value area? Or are we going to accept that and then go through the volume point of control from yesterday, which is around 395, and up to that volume area high from yesterday, 410, which would create a double top like we talked about, Mark, which might be a possible. So 365 is kind of key for me first off this morning to see if that's a rejection of higher pricing or if we're going to accept higher pricing and move above again towards that 400, above that 400 area.
Okay, so here's what I'm looking. We have a down flag now. Notice we had the down flag here. Notice we have a down flag here. Notice we have a down flag here. So if I take all those down flags distances and I bring them here, 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 where are we landing? Well, we've already landed in an important retest, this 230 this morning, right? The next one could be the 140 here. See, I took all those flags, moved them over. That's a trick that I do. You can do. You don't need a power indicator patented tool to do that trick. It's very powerful. And you can kind of assess the distance around the power indicator. So now I know that this division of the left calculator to the right calculator right there is going to be extremely important for the NASDAQ on the support side, which means the 23,080 to this 23,158, right? And then the next trick here is that there's also a lot of hit here on the division of third of the right calculator around this 233, which we touched in intraday. So now I have a game plan. Do we fail the lower high at 387 division right there to the top division from yesterday? You know? Or do we break it, go to for a double top, leading to FOMC, Powell, earnings on NVIDIA August the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, Palantir, AMD, and the tariff drama. If I was behind Goldman this morning, I would try to hold this, make the double top, tank it for the weak month of October, September, and August, but I am not Goldman. But the pen trade would be faking a little bit of a downside this morning, maybe towards 270 again, and holding the higher low from intranet. Does that make sense, everybody on the feed? Give me a quick yes, no, because this is a pretty good view of what I'm looking at. Just cannot delete this stupid. See, here. This is how you really have to look at it, and it's very powerful. Yeah. Okay, Chris, you good? Patty, good? This is really how I look at it. So do we start those lower high? Like Travis said, we are going to reject the 380 area. Division of third of the calculator on the right. Lower high trend line. Go finalize the pullback to those weak, flag distances that coincide almost here to our bubble around 23,100, 2387? Or do we break that flag and break this 380 today and then go for new high double top, leading to next week FOMC, leading to the tariff drama, leading to NVIDIA, AMD, Palantir earnings? If it was me, I cannot have a good pen, sorry guys, because I don't have the Zoom, and Zoom crushes me when you stream. Yeah, but I would go fake the lower high today at 270 max, 270 area, right? Around here, maybe 225 max. Hold this division again and power back towards the 500, this round number 23,005. Now, I think that is going to be very important for all of us to observe is going to be the cryptos. So I don't know if you can see, but the crypto portfolio now is at
35?
35,800, 35,800. So it's almost up $12,000, guys, now. It was down, but it finally. So what do I have as of today? Because that changes. AVAX, SUI, Ethereum. That's it. And a little bit of AIOZ, a little bit playing the, how do you call that? The AI stuff. Okay? You know what? I just realized I don't even have my glasses. So at one point I need my glasses. I have pretty good eyes for 53, but I still need my my glasses. because I have some contacts there and it doesn't allow me to see very well from close. So we have the game plan for today. So we are going to go back here and we are going to do the same game plan here. We are going to take the power indicators line here and I'm going to remove everything besides the institutional zones. I'm going to leave the power cloud and the open. And we are going to start making our zone now. I'm going to look at the SPY quickly with you guys. 627. We regain this shoulder 629.5, right? We are on the division of the power indicator higher shoulder at 639, 630 area, and the head 631.5, and the power indicator double top at 632, 633 area, right there. If we fail the 27, this is not good. We are all the way back to 624 and potentially back to 619 here, 618. That would not be too good, right? I prefer this type of move to arrive in the weak month of August and September. So now they are faking everybody into thinking this is a head and shoulder. I'm thinking we might push down a little bit this morning, but we may regain. If we regain the 630, this is the double top at 633, but we cannot ignore that 630 shoulder. We just cannot ignore on SPY that 630 shoulder today. So it's tricky. If I was to buy calls, I would buy the calls at 627, 625 area, 623, 624, 627 area for the double top. But then also there's a huge acceleration on the downside, 624, 618, which is a 6-point drop on SPY. Another thing on the tool that is dangerous this morning is that we buy on blue, sell on purple. Purple means we are extended in terms of probability, but I'm looking at the right calculator that gives the probability from the pattern, and it's still kind of even. It's 55% tilted on the downside, 44% tilted on the upside. I think there's still a chance we hold 624, 625 area, and we try to power back to the double top 633 before FOMC, before the drama next week and the tariff. But you have to be careful. We are coming to a wall with the tariff drama, Powell's drama, and see how those semiconductor earnings are going to be, the AMD, the NVIDIA, if you look at your SMH chart. All right. Another thing that I'm looking very, very carefully this morning on SPX is to hold this 275, 280 area. I would like to see a smack here and a reconstruction here as well. Okay. So similarly on NASDAQ, similarly on NASDAQ, like Travis said, we have a very, very lower high dangerous area at 380. I would prefer seeing an open that pushes to the red dash at 258, 280 this morning for a buy. Like here, 250, 245. I would prefer this smack here, reconstruct here at 450, 500 by FOMC. So it's going to be a very tricky morning, guys. By the way, we are starting with the account. I like to, because then I show you and you're like, oh, I didn't see that money. So we're starting with one of the pro accounts at 360 for the day. So remember that number, 3 trades, 66% win ratio, $360. And then I have another pro account that has $38 that I need to probably close before the open here, probably with some type of a micro. So 1, 2, 3 Pro funded plus the Pro Plus live account. I have 4. I passed another one. I'll get back a 4th Pro account by next week when I see you next week. So I maxed all the funded possibilities at Take Profit, and I keep on scaling other prop firms the same way for getting weekly paycheck, monthly paycheck, you know, daily paycheck if I can. I don't give a shit about paychecks, by the way. All I care is doing good trades, and the money comes when the money comes. And my accounts, my funded accounts are like mini banks that I can pay myself on. Okay, we have everything. Travis, do you want to add something? I'm going for a break. I'm going to go for a reset push-ups, breathing, and I want to do a refill of coffee and my um, stuff that I put in my water, my electrolytes. And by the way, guys, I am on a 36 hours fast right now. So tonight I will be done with my fast. And it's incredible. I've lost 5 pounds of weight. And supposedly, I don't know if the weight works properly. I lost half of a pound of fat. 5 pounds of weight, half pound of fat. I mean, the 4 pound out of the 5 pound is probably wider, and half of a pound is probably the fat. But this is crazy. It's my longer fast ever, 36 hours. I usually fast daily, uh, 16 to 18 hours, but this is my longest reset fast. I was in the camping ground with friends at the lake this week. I ate like shit. I drink. I decided since I came back Sunday, uh, I did not eat since breakfast Sunday morning, and I will not eat probably until tomorrow noon. So almost 3 days, guys. Okay? So I'll feel great, right? I mean, woke up at 5 a.m. I feel great. Don't feel tired. I don't feel groggy. I don't feel like I need. Like, try it. It regenerate a lot of your autophagy cells and stuff. It's really good. And at my age, at 54, it's very, very healthy to do that type of stuff. I'll be right back. 3 minutes to the open. If Travis, you have another number you look at, please feel free. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, I think we pretty much covered everything, but just to reiterate, so on the downside, like Mark said, we have yesterday's open, which was 256 on the NASDAQ, and we have a red dash right there at 260. So that'd be a key area. That was also yesterday's initial balance low. So that was the low of the session was the open. So that area in the division of our calculator at 230. So Mark was talking about those areas all the way down to 100 and 080 on the downside. And on the upside, that volume area low, 365, that's going to be the key area for me this morning, with the volume point of control from yesterday at 395 and the volume area high at around 410. So see what happens at 365. If we can get up to there to 365, see what happens there if we accept that, accept the higher pricing, or if we reject it. We'll wait about another minute for the open.
So we just open. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see if they can smack down first.
And 320 was the old, until yesterday, was the old all-time high that happened in the overnight session. And 310 was the high that happened in the regular session. So 320, 310 is kind of a key area as well.
AMD is 155. See, I sold some AMD last week. I had AMD calls. I have sold 60 plus 50, 110 shares of AMD already. See, I told you AMD was pulling back. Not just AMD, a lot of the stuff I have there. Let's see what happens now. 628.40. I don't like this continuation on SPX. We need SPX to hold this 275, 280, 290 today. Otherwise, we are going to slam hard here. See, here goes the 270. I told you we will probably go retest 270, 220. We are going to slam hard here where my yellow line is, 260, 240, and then they are reconstruct. This is why I'm waiting for the open range to establish itself right now. They might revisit the high below from yesterday, Travis. Very close to it.
Yeah, I was saying that is, I mean, with the red dash there, and that is also yesterday's open, because the open was the bottom of the session.
The cryptos are holding right now, for now, but Ethereum is trying to pull down. Is 670. I really would like to see Ethereum holding here. I'll tell you something. I am not giving back those crypto gains. Those crypto gains are going to go back into the swing trading account for options and stocks, and possibly half of that, maybe 15,000 in a personal future account. We'll see. I think it's kind of stupid having futures account when you have all funded accounts. You're better off focusing on your funded account and getting payouts. The power trend box is fighting here between up and sideways. I would like to see one more sweep down in the market towards this 220.
Yeah, we do have a power indicators minor level right here at 285, and 280 was also a previous all-time high. That was from July 17th. So just 5 days ago was the session high, all-time high at the time. We seem to be holding that as support for the time being. Might be interested in taking a long, at least just for a scalp here.
I just put a long, but I'm going to put a long with a stop loss at 220. What was that? This is 242. This is 229, 218. And I'm going to accumulate more longs in that area.
We also have our 7 a.m. level right here, just below 300.
What?
The 7 a.m. from this morning is just below 300. So we're holding that as support as well. This whole range.
I'm looking at the critical time frame. I don't see it. It must be hidden below the, oh yeah, 7 a.m. here, 298, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so that could be a resistance, that 298, by the way. I think I could get smacked. I have to be careful. Hold on. Maybe I should be tight, even though it's an MNQ.
Okay, I'm taking that long. I'm long 291.
I don't want to lose a lot of money, to tell you the truth. Okay, if this thing goes above 1520 here, okay, now I'm going to go on the dome so I don't lose profit. I don't want to lose profit on this. So $2 here, $2, $3 pay for commission right there. I am in the dome. I'm canceling the other order. Boom. No matter what, I'm positive in this order. That's the way I like it. Boom, boom. Okay, let's see. Let me observe everything. Let's see the SPY here. If they hold 628, 627.
Stop filled.
Ah, see, it got me. It went back, but it was profit. So that's what you want to do, because that can sweep one more time, all the way to the 220. You got to go with very small size this morning. One micro, one SPY option, like very slow this morning with those lower highs. Very slow. Because it could smack right here at 250, 228. And that 7 a.m. that you mentioned might end up being a resistance now, that 98. So we need to watch it very, very carefully. Is it support? Is it resistance? Do we start forming an inverse head and shoulder? Blah, 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 blah.
And overnight VWAP is around 320, which is like that, like I mentioned, the previous all-time high before yesterday. So I'm probably going to take this at 320 if it gets up there, expecting another pullback at some point off of that. We'll have to reassess from there if we get up there. So far, it's struggling to get above that 310.
By the way, for the feed, I just opened a straddle 627 call, 627 put. Because then if it ends from there, I can open the straddle. One call, one put, 627. Okay. Well, I'm going to wait now for the open range. We had one trade, one winner. Quick one winner of $2.50. Now I am at 362.50 profit with a 65% win ratio and 3 pro account cooking. Can you see it, Travis? Right there?
Yeah, we see trading. Yep.
All right. So 250. We just added 250 to the mix. 75% win ratio. I'll take it. We're going to wait, but I'm thinking we might go hold this 27 on SPY now. This is why I bought a call and puts, and then I might add to the winning side. Yeah. It's called a straddle, and then I see the winning side, and then I add to the winning side and when I figure the break. I told you 270, 220 there. Let's see if they hold the market there or they go all the way to 23,070. You know, I still cannot find my glasses. I have my wife's glasses. I am like Superman now, using my wife's glasses. And can I see shit? Yeah. She has a stronger prescription than me.
Okay, I'm out there. It was struggling with the 310. Just got above that. Maybe it'll get to 320, but I'm not gonna fight it for another 10 points. That was a nice 20, 25 points there.
Nice. So we both got the long, and both made a little bit here. I would like to see the power trend box coming back blue here, where net buyers, institutional, major, minor come back, where the volume indicator is coming back. I'm going to change the 15-minute chart on NASDAQ into 1-minute chart, guys. And I'm going to delete all the drawings. I'm going to keep it as clean as possible. We have purple cloud. We have power trend box sideways. It's not a done deal for a long rebound yet. Ideally, I would like to see one more sweep here and back.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I'd like to see that too, although it looks like it might not even give us another sweep down. Well, it's back down to the 290, so I don't know if this is a place to take it again. Would like to see a sweep lower towards the red dash. Here we go.
That's what I would like to see. Okay, if this is helpful, your likes, comments are appreciated, guys, so that we can come and help you, on the live markets, streaming publicly. We do it on Tuesday. You want more of that. It's helping us also with the algorithm. It's appreciated if you learn a few tricks there and there. Well, below the open was what, 340?
346. Yep.
Yeah, so long we are below this open and at 6 p.m. 346, 338, I am careful of one more sweep on the downside.
Tempted to get in one more micro long right around here, just in case this was the sweep. And we're probably going to go down a little more.
I would not do it. This is going to sweep lower all the way to 255 to 28. I would wait patiently if you can get in that box right there before you take it, because I am short on top step and it's doing very well.
Order filled.
I'm adding to my short on top step.
Thanks, Patty.
I want to see if they can sweep hard 250, 220 and buyers coming. Also, is there an economical report there coming?
I didn't look at today.
Let me see quickly. I think there's something at 10.
No, well, there's a Richmond Fed composite index at 10, so a very minor number. That's all we.
More existing home sales. Yeah, and that's a problem. Those home sales might be not very good. Those home sales might not be very good. So this is pretty cool because I am long calls on SPY. I am short the NASDAQ on top step. I'm going to cover top step, by the way.
I was going to say I'm interested in taking a long real soon here. It's getting real close to the red dash.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm done for the day on top step. I made $450. I'm locking down. I reached my trade limit. Can you guys see the top step?
We do see top step, yep.
Yeah, so that quick short I did there for $457 done. So this is locked and done for today. I'm trying to save this account right there, and that's an eval, of course. And if not, I'll get a rebill on this one. So this one done with micros. And how do you show here orders? And you can see the micros, 10, 10, 10, micros, MNQ, 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 MNQs. Here, sorry. MNQ.
Long one micro off the red dash.
MNQs. Yeah, let's focus now on trade of 8. So 457 clocked here. And let's see. Yeah, I think they might swoop a little one more. They went down at 258. I like to see like this 230, 220 if possible, but I might not get it. Guys. I see this thing holding here on those 227 calls. I'm buying one more 227 call now. One more 227 calls.
I'm out of that because it's rejecting that 280 level. Try to get it again. Get another sweep down.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting to enter the longs on futures now. You have established the open range now. You have the high. I don't see even the low where it is.
Okay, one more off the red dash, 1 micro long, 266. It still looks like it's going to sweep below the red dash. Probably a recross of the red dash would be the better signal entry.
I don't know. It might be here or it might be one more sweep, but here we go. Here's the one more sweep. See, I want to see that sweep here, 221. And the calls are deteriorating now, of course. Yeah. I would like to see if they sweep here SPY 627, 627.50, 627.90. I'm going to put a line here for you guys to see, a dash.
A lot of that is still dumping.
This here. Yeah, I told you. Be careful. I'm not Russian. Let's see what the cryptos are doing. Cryptos are not really doing anything. It's just Ethereum that pulled back, and it's trying to make higher lows now. But let's see. I like to see Ethereum slamming at 590. I like to see a slam down on Ethereum 590. I would like to see 627.90 on SPY and a rebound. So let's see. Let's see. I'm going to take my money here on some options. I'm going to cover my put on the straddle. So the way I do it is very interesting. Is like on support at 627 SPY, I buy my put, which made money. So sell my put, sorry. So sorry, I have the put here 627. I have the call 627. The market drop to 627. I sell the put, which made money. And then now I see if there's a rebound on the call. So I am delta neutral, make money on the put, make money on the call. Do you guys understand on the stream? That's a strategy I do with the options straddle. I start delta neutral, take the profit on one side, let the other side rebound. And if I'm right, then you make money on both sides. If I'm wrong, and then buy back, sell the put, leave the call, and then it tanks below 627 all the way to 624 on SPY, then I'm screwed, right? But this is a tactic I usually do. It's a tactic I like. So we made 457 on the short on top step. We made one trade on trade of 8 for 250 on 1MQ. So it's 2 trades, 2 winners. 2 trades, 2 winners. And then, of course, on the option, I am delta neutral, short and long. So it's not like nothing is exciting right now. I want to see what's happening with AMD. You know, I sold a little bit of AMD. Wow. Thank God I sold my calls and some stocks on AMD last week. I told you AMD might go back to 141, 145. You need to be careful on AMD. AMD was the best short this morning. I should have bought some option short on AMD. That's what should have been done this morning. I sold quite a bit of shares on AMD. I might sell 25 shares again now. Yeah, and I have 125 shares left on AMD. See, we continue going down, guys. Now we have to be careful because the power trend box is shifting to purple, right? Do you see, Travis, when I say wait for that box, man?
Yep.
If I had to attempt a long, it looks better here, but there's nothing that shows me the long here.
Yeah, we're at the division of the calculator. We have yesterday's IB low, or the previous day's IB low, sorry, at 185. But yeah, we might be heading towards the 150, 100 now. We just checked that the previous day's IB low.
This is continuing here. Be careful that it trickles on the. Be careful that it trickles on the cryptos. Watch your Ethereum very carefully here. You want Ethereum to hold the 590. Write that down. 590 Ethereum. One more slam on Ethereum. One more slam in the market. And we go down. See, we're approaching the division of the power indicator at 2690 on SPY. This is an area where I want to see if they hold or continue selling to the 624 to the bottom of the calculator. Also, remember what I told you, the 688 to the 675. So I'm going to put a line, 675 here is an interest line of support for me on SPX. And now this is the bottom of the box here at 23,075 on NASDAQ. See what I told you? Do not rush. Okay. So I'm going to cover some of my SPY here. The puts that I have, I'm going to cover the 29 that I just put. Selling some of the put, and I have 5 put running on SPY. Made 360 bucks on SPY today, but the overall account is fighting the drop on IMRX. IMRX needs to hold 375. Be careful that we go all the way to 23,080 now, Travis. So I took a little bit of a beating on the 627 call, but I had the 629. I thought I had a straddle, but I had a 629 puts. Let me show you what I have. So actually I'm making a little bit of money, even with the loss on IMRX. Actually, I'm making a little bit of money. I should have really focused more on the futures this morning. There was more money to be made on the downside.
Yeah.
But at least my 529 puts are covering the mess on the 627 call.
We just tested, there was 2 days of all-time highs previous at 100 and 110. We just tested the top of that range. I don't know if it's going to, it still might sweep down to that 080, 075. We have a power indicators major level there.
Yeah. I'm still having 3 puts now. left, 3 puts left, and that's it. I'm trying to, as we approach this 23,080, guys, you have to be careful of the rebound. The 625, this area, like what is it? 626, 625, 624 SPY, be very careful of the rebound. Be very careful of the rebound at the 624, 625. I still have 2 puts from the 629. This trade save the account for the morning instead of having a big loss. And profit on top step of $400 on the short side. And let's see. And there was only one trade of it. Only one trade of it so far. So far I've done only 2 trades. Let's see what happens after 10. Plus the one account on top step is, I was kind of saving it. I've not taken a live trade on this account yet. Did you say you're taking a long somewhere or not yet?
No, I didn't take it. I was just saying that we tested those that stack of highs, and we're holding the.
You guys want to put a trend line like this and kind of observing how that division of third from the power indicator is holding or breaking back up, as long as the net buyers are coming on the power volume indicator, net buyers. It's possible it rebounds, but you're not going to get a rebound until you break that trend line and the 260. So this is a dangerous morning where it could go like this. Trend line retest, smash, completion, 23,050, 23,000, rebound for FOMC. So be careful of something like that.
Do kind of like this pull back down to the minor level. If we hold this minor level, I like the long. That's at 135.
Yeah, I don't like the long yet for a reason. Net seller, institutional, major, minor trend down, cloud down, retest downtrend line, possible last flush to 23,050. No long is going to save you today. They might play it until the close and repair intraday. Everybody clear? Be careful. And the crypto starts deteriorating one more time, which means, what does it mean? It means that everything can puke one more time also on the cryptos.
Yeah, it's not, well.
And be careful of the 590 on Ethereum. Let me look at the power indicator here. Ethereum is really your risk on, risk off, guys. Let me look here. See, we talked about this morning and they slammed right into our buy zone. But I would like to see one more flush, one more. I don't know if we'll get this one more towards this 23,080. I like to see one more 23,080 flush. Just finish it clean. You know, what is this area? This is 124. 124 was the distance of the previous flag. See the previous flag? A lot of those flags have come to the area. Maybe one more flag, one more down. Well, maybe one more down, smack it 23,070 and we reconstruct. Yeah, maybe one more. Boom. Protect your crypto, guys. Protect your cryptos. Protect your cryptos. Do not fall in love with those cryptos. See, the head and shoulder held very well today on SPY. I wish I had bought more puts earlier on instead of the straddle, but I did play the 629, 627 range. I still have two runners, and then we'll see. Maybe we're positioned for a call around 624, unless this thing could flush all the way to 619, 618 in a day, just like that. I think I'm going to buy a little bit IMOX at one point, but not now. You want some cash when you come to August, September, October, guys. You want some cash coming to September, October, November. Does that make sense, everyone? Be careful over completion. One more sweep. I'm going to start putting some buy orders, guys, here on the, instead of waiting for the flush, because I might be caught off guard with the flush. I'm going to buy a 91. I'm going to buy an 81. I'm going to buy a 72 and a 49.75. So all my orders are stacked. Why are they not showing up on the screen? Oh, that's the wrong account. That's my live. That's my live trader rate. What happened with the other trader rate? I'm like, why are you not seeing? So here we go. I want one here. I want one here. If it's smoosh, one here and one here. Do you see my orders, guys? Yes or no? So now that we made the money on the short side with Top Step and the puts, I'm lining up the buy orders at 380, 350. Do you guys see that? Patty, Chris, everybody, Travis. And I'm just waiting to see if I have that sweep. That's it. I want to see one more sweep. I'll be right back. Nothing to do. I'm waiting to get fill or not. That's it. That's pretty much where we are. And by the way, I just realized I'm placing those orders, but they don't have brackets. I want brackets. I might have to cancel some of those orders and re-enter them with the bracket. Oh, fucking A. One here, 91.75. One here, 81.75. One here, 61, 59.75, and one at
I'm long.
49.75. You long?
Yeah, just one micro. It regained that power indicator's minor level, bouncing right off of it. Actually, I'm going to take it right there. That was a big.
I'm not touching the long yet.
There's another 25 points real quick.
I
don't like doing stuff like that, but
yeah, that's good. I mean, you did a good. I prefer being late in case, because my fear is they go slam this trend line at 150, 160 and slam it down again. But I'll tell you what I could do in case you're right. I could get out of one of the puts right now and just keep one put. Because if you are right, then I'm going to lose the put profit. And I don't want to lose that. I'm keeping one put.
No, it's retesting this minor level now. It's got to hold that.
I'm keeping one of the 29 SPY put. And thank God I had those puts because that saved the day there against the 27 calls. That made $271 on it. And the top step was $457. And my no new trades on the pro accounts, guys. As you can see, for the people that come late, I have 3 pro accounts, 1, 2, 3, $362 profit, 4 trades, 75% win ratio. I've not done any trade on the take profit accounts yet. So it's 36 minutes to the open, no new trades yet. Yeah, I want to see if they'll slam me, but if they slam me, that might not be a good trade at the end. Does that make sense? Be careful of the 180 now, Travis.
Yeah, I'm already out.
Because you have a good rebound there.
Yeah. Yeah, it held it, but like I said, afraid of it pulling back, so I just took the money and run. And we're back at the probability calculator edge in this last high. Any longs off of this, I would recommend runners just in case we do slam back down. Yeah, so far, like I said, what we did twice on the 5-minute chart, we tested those old highs, 110, 100 area. Didn't reach down to the 100, but it got into that zone, and it's rebounding off of there. That's what gave me the signal to take that long, because we tested that zone and then regained the. Like I said, we have the power indicators minor level here. I don't see that on Mark's chart. He usually doesn't use the minor levels on his charts, but we have a minor level at 135. So once it bounced off of those old highs and regained that minor level, that's what gave me the signal for the long. But like I said, I'm already out of it because it was a pretty big push on this 5-minute bar. Who knows what's going to happen from here? I only had one contract, so I would have kept a runner, but I only had one contract, so I just took the whole thing.
Moment of truth. Do they break the trend line or do they slam one more time? And I never get my buy orders filled. You know? Moment of truth. Remember, my thesis is that they are going to try to hold the 624, 625, going to 633 for FOMC, and then it might start selling off if there's drama with Powell, FOMC, and tariff, August the 1st. Then we have NVIDIA, Palantir, and AMD earnings. So you could see market trying to hold at least until August the 5, the 8. This is where I'm going to Europe, by the way. I will not be there. I will not be doing the feed for about 10 days, guys. I'll be in Europe for 10 days. Vacation, going to see the family there in Paris. and other places. So I will have to see. But I had a great time last week for the military ceremony for my son. You know, I was at Fort Knox, Radcliffe. It's not the nicest place, but Kentucky is a beautiful state. So if you are from there, guys, you guys have a beautiful state. I thought Georgia was the most beautiful, but obviously I missed Kentucky. And Tennessee is beautiful too. All of this area, Kentucky, Tennessee, really even prettier than Georgia. Okay, we are the area to see if they are going to reject again or not. This is the area. Do we have the squeeze or the reject? I'm looking at the power indicator. We are holding pretty good this support here, but but they go to resistance. So are they going to slam again? It's like price right now. I'm like, are they going to slam again net sellers to the 2380 here? See this resistance here? Are they bringing net sellers now? Do you guys see that on the chat? Yes or no? Kathy, everybody else. This is the trade where they could smack it one more time, guys. You need to be very careful of that trade. This is the trade where they can smack this thing. This is the moment where they can do it one more time, just to flush it in a clean way. I just bought more 629 puts, guys. I just bought extra 629 puts because if I can get that little flush to 25.50, 25.90, that could be a lot of money on the options just to save the day because everything else on the stock went down. So that would save the day on the swing trading portfolio, to tell you the truth. I mean, everybody's losing money on their accounts today because everything is down. That would upset me pretty well. Yeah, the cryptos keep on going down here. I miss buying AVAX again. Fucking hell. It's always the same shit here. I'm going to buy a little bit of SUI here on the altcoins, guys. I'm going to put $1,500 on SUI. So I have officially 2,200 SUI token right now. I bought a little bit of AVAX and a little bit of SUI if you wonder what to buy on the altcoin. And I think I'm going to be out before FOMC next week. I think I'll be out before FOMC. They are breaking the trend line. We are going to wait for the 5-minute close and the IB high low for the day. But they are breaking the trend line here. So that means that they could hold this division of third from our power indicator, the 620, 650. The 620, 650 could hold. I have to be careful now on those puts. As a matter of fact, I'm going to, it stopped not looking as good as I wanted this to be. I'm waiting 10:20, 10:30, see if they do. Here, there's two possibilities. Do they do break, retest, trend line, go? Or do they do banter, left, right, go to the target, right? I'm going to remove all those drawings. I want to keep everything clean. The division, this gray box on our tools, those trades from gray box to gray box are very powerful. So if it holds that gray box bottom, then we might go retest the red dash and the gray box top. See, as I said that, boom, up candle. Travis, you had the perfect entry, man. Should have kept a runner.
Yeah, well, like I said, I only had one micro, so if I had multiple, I definitely would have kept a runner. I didn't have enough confidence in it to keep the whole thing on, though.
You're almost tempted to.
Oh, so Top Step is just announcing that they're covering market data for live accounts now, so you don't have to pay for that. Do you have to pay for live data on your TPT Pro accounts or Pro Plus?
Yes.
Yeah, Top Step is covering that now for free, one market.
Yeah. All right.
That's nice.
This is the moment of truth. Do they go back down? Look, the power trend box is fighting right there at 190, guys. Moment of truth. I'm tempted to short here, guys. Travis, with a 12-point stop on the micros.
Order filled.
I'm going to do it, and I'm going to put a stop loss at the 91. So it's a $32 risk.
Order filled.
Ali, I'm taking two. I'm taking two and see if it slams down where I wanted 23.80, and then there's a nice buy for the rest of the day or the next few days. I would like to see crypto slamming as well. I might be wrong, but for 70 bucks, if you don't take the risk, then you should do something else, right? So there's a possibility they hold the gray division here and back up. And this is what I'm trying to assess. Are they going to sell it to the 380? 23.80. This is what I'm trying to assess. Everybody clear on the feed? It's a little difficult day, guys. It's not super easy to trade right now, you know. This is my second trade on trade of 8. It's 10 minutes before the initial balance high. So we'll see, you know. What do you think, Travis? Any thought on this one?
Yeah, no, I mean, getting a little bit of a pullback here, but we're kind of holding the probability calculator division. So I don't know, might just be a lower high here. I'm sorry, a higher low.
Yeah, this is why I'm going very, very slow here, because I want the long. As you see, I have all my buy order lined up at 23,080, but it is possible that they hold that division here from our tools and back up. I would be them, I would finish the job all the way to 275 on SPX, 275, 260 SPX, finish the job 624, 625 SPY, and then create a nice clean rebound. But it could be here. You know, one tweet from Trump or whatever, and we know where it goes, you know. Just one something positive from here or negative. This is why the environment between now and October is not very set for huge sizes unless you have big profits and good entry prices, because unless you go on the dome, protect your profit on the prop firms, it's going to be very difficult to do a lot of scaling with full NQs. You are going to be stuck. If you want to survive, thrive, get payouts, you are going to be stuck with MNQ. And there's nothing wrong, by the way. I am a big fan of micros. To scale micros between 10 and 30 micros instead of going full blown with an NQ and blowing up your prop firm account. Yeah. So I'm a big fan of that. So far, it's holding the division, Travis. Jamin, the division, look.
Yeah, so far.
The division of third support resistance 171 is being held so far. So where is everybody from the feed? Where are you from? In the US? In the world? Where are you guys from? Are you from USA? Where? See this little, if it breaks here, I don't like that. If it breaks up and hold the division of third from our tools, I would like to see if it slams to 380 one more time, but I put my stop loss very tight, guys. Very tight. I'm risking only $70 in case it breaks up. Because I think the market will go up very strongly for FOMC. They might double top 633. But is it now? Is it now or later tomorrow or intranet? That is the $1 million question. Yeah. That is the $1 million preguntas. Jam is from San Francisco. Good morning. Welcome. Patty, where are you from? Chris, where are you guys from? I live in Georgia, close to Atlanta. And Travis is in Chicagoland somewhere.
No, I'm in Michigan.
So hold on. I have to see where my target is on this trade, by the way. It starts working, but the most important trade for me, the most important trade, well, it's automated. I have my bracket. I think 151. What is this? I cannot even see anything now. I have so many orders. I need to focus also on my 29 puts there. I don't have a lot of contracts, but still, I don't want to screw it up. I'm thinking we should at least retest the 150, maybe the 120. But the clean retest would be the 23,080, Travis. So we can reconstruct nicely for the evening. Yeah. And reconstruct going into FOMC next week. That's what I think. I don't want AVAX to go below 2350 here. I'm looking at my AVAX and I said, dude, I don't want you to go below 2350. If the crypto holds, you want to see AVAX holding 2450. You want to see Ethereum holding the 590, 550, this area. Well, the trade starts working here. So I need to, but those puts are not going anywhere. That's my fear here. Why are the puts not going anywhere? When the puts are not going anywhere and your short are going somewhere, that's also a trick to tell you that the down move is not strong. That's a trick to tell you see, they just came back. That's a trick to show you they are not going strong on the downside here. Preston is from Alabama. Welcome. Patty, Arizona. Nice. Alabama is cool too. See? We're going to readjust the trend line a little bit. It's not a very pretty trend line. We'll put it like this. We have this higher low, lower high, and it's pinching, and this is always dangerous. When they pinch like this, it's always dangerous because it's getting tighter and tighter within the tools too. See what I mean? At best, we expect one more flush on the downside at 23,120 to 23,080. Okay, for the short. For the long, they need to sustain above the 23,190 now. Agreed, Travis? That's it. That's where we are. Look at the tools. That's what the tools tells you. 23,060 on the bottom here. 23,175 here. And then it's all the way to 260 on the upside. So in my book, I am call here, roughly, if it starts flying, and on the bottom, I'm called here, 120, which is pretty much almost the flag. See? And in between, we are pinching. So it's not really, it's not good here. It's not really doing anything. And you should spend more time really analyzing than clicking button, trade. Does that make sense, everybody? Really? And size is everything here. Look, I'm taking only 2. I'm risking $70. Yeah. I made 400 on the top step, 360 on the other one. So I have a little bit of leeway because I had 362 to lose 70. But I knew coming into this morning, it's a difficult day, guys. Look, it's a difficult day. Like we're back above the trend line. We go sideways. We do a bunch of nothing now. The longer the tape stays here, the more probable we go down. Because usually NASDAQ is a very, very strong elastic machine. Like, see, like now, look, it almost got my stop. Like when NASDAQ wants to go, NASDAQ goes. And what I told you is those
Stop filled. Stop filled.
boom, they got me. And those puts were not going. See, those puts were not going. You know, those puts were not going. They were not giving me the juice here. And when they do that, then you know something is amiss and we might go up. So look, net buyers coming in, the flag is broken, we're back about 194. This is becoming more bullish. So I'm canceling all the other orders. Because now they can push up. I'm still observing if they trick back again towards the 380. I'm not rushing in the long now, especially after this rebound. I'm still observing this area there. You see this area? This 200, Travis? High here, high here. I'm observing this area. And this area goes back here for the next long target. And now we have a better thing. And also, I'm looking at this division from our calculator. I told you all along as an important area as well. So I'm still up $291, but my profitable rate is at 50%, 6 trades. I might call it a day, guys. I might call it a day. We'll see. I mean, I like to see if I can improve some of the accounts. I have not done any account rotation, by the way. This is the same account. When I come with you guys, I don't do this crap of account rotation. I mean, account rotation is not bad. It's just I don't do it with you guys. It's looking stronger now, but I wanted to push above 200. Travis, you have not done any other trades? You're waiting?
No. I'm not getting good reads on stuff. And it's, like you said, it's kind of difficult, so.
But you had a perfect entry on the long, dude.
I did.
I have to give it to you. You had like a perfect entry at the bottom. When you call it, I was like, wow, but be careful. It's going to flush 80. And somehow, I don't know how you rate it, but at 06, 20 area, you got in, man.
It was that zone of the old highs and regained our minor power indicators minor level, which I was saying, you know, you don't use the minor levels, but it's there, so I used it.
Yeah, whatever it was, that was beautiful. You said it was one of our minor zones? Somewhere?
Yeah, minor zone on the power indicators.
I'll look at it later on. I need to focus here. Okay, I got out of the put the 629, but I'm looking to enter so that you know for next week's feed, 625 calls that expires in 7 days. 625 calls that expires in 7 days. I'm looking for those. Okay. We might go all the way to 30 now. Might have to get a little bit of that long. If they retest this 194, I want to see what happens. Plus, we are entering the time of the day that I don't really am comfortable. I might call it a day at 6. It's still the same account on TradeOvate. Even after getting stopped, you guys can see. Can you see it, Travis?
Yeah, we see TradeOvate.
Yeah, the 291. So I went from the 3, whatever it is, minus the stop. 6 trades, 50% win ratio. I'm not going to cry. I'm just like trying to figure if they slam it one more time for the day, or they are going to just squeeze it non-stop here. I've been looking at also the cryptos. The cryptos is trying to hold a little bit. Be careful of the 320, 330 now. You know, it looks like they are holding though. Even on SPY, it looks like we might regain, but this is the type of area. If you miss the entry like Travis, he had a beautiful entry. I feel like I'm late. I've been distracted a little bit with the options this morning. So it's very hard to do just options or just stock. By the way, I told you guys I have my eyes on the 625 call expiring in 7 days. 625 calls expiring in 7 days, please. Okay. And a volume indicator was showing a nice hold here. See, guys, right there. 1 time, 2 times, Travis. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, invested and shoulder, and then it went. I just was waiting for the damn slam here at 23,060 to 23,080. It might happen, guys. The day is not over. The day is not over. It is a cleaner entry. If we can get this one more time, 624.50, back up, reconstruct for FOMC meeting, that's a cleaner entry, in my opinion. Trying to delete this stuff, but I want to keep the. It doesn't let me remove it for some reason. Boom. See, this is where I like the zoom pen, but it crushes us every time. Yeah. So the idea is to get the 625 call expiring next week. If we slam one more time at 23,080 on NASDAQ and 625 on SPY, I would buy the 625 call expiring next week, because as we go to FOMC, I think the market will try to rebound. The problem is the market is positioning itself in the potential lower high rebound. So we have to be careful. And watch very carefully your cryptos, guys. Watch very carefully your crypto, like my 35,000 Alcon portfolio. I don't want to lose this because this money right there, I don't know if can you guys see, Travis? I don't want to lose this because this could be half of this, which is what, 17,005, could be going for futures account or paying for prop fees or evaluations for like the next 6 months. And 17,000 could go back to the swing trading account with my options and my stock. So I don't want to lose that. Because to me, all those altcoins, I don't understand it well. The manipulation, the dilution, I don't understand it well. I understand stock and options better. This is why here, to me, the 625 calls SPY 7 days out are more interesting to me if we can go down one more time here. Because we are holding perfectly the tool support and resistance now. I'm going to clean everything so you can see everything better. But we did a lot of good analysis. I need a break now. I need a 5-minute break. Also, I'm not a big fan of doing new trades after 11 a.m., but this is pushing nice. If we can regain the power trend box here, net buyers, which we have net buyers here all over SPX, all over SPY, NASDAQ is going to follow through them. I have a 141, 148 target for AMD reentry, but the problem is September, October, August, September is not a great month for the market. If you look at the Traders Almanac, as a matter of fact, they are the worst month for the market. Worst month for the market in the Traders Almanac. Yeah, I mean, it keeps on going there, Travis. Yeah, doesn't look like he wants to go back. Be careful if price go back into this block here, this 194 area, below that and below the 172, then they could smack the 23,074, 23,080 and regain control for the intraday. Also, if you look at your trend line on the SPX, we're still downtrending, guys. No matter how you do that trend line, if you do it even like this, we're still downtrending. So be careful. Okay? I would be careful of that 220, 215. But remember, my premise is they are going to do everything to bring it back up for FOMC. And then with the drama of FOMC and July the 1st, the tariff, then they might start selling. Plus, what could be on the back end of calming the tariff is August the 5th, the 4th, we have AMD, NVIDIA, Palantir earnings. So you want to be like a chess player, you know. You want to anticipate instead of pressing buttons all the time. Look how many trades I've done this morning. 3, guys. And that's what you want to do, discipline yourself to do. $457 on Top Step, $290 on Trade of 8. I made a little money on the options. I was going slowly with the straddle. I lost on the 27 calls, as you've seen, but I made on the 629 puts. So it's not about clicking buttons. You want to spend 90% of your time analyzing the charts and 10% of your time trading. That's really what should be done every day. And as you don't know, is a lot of traders, and I am guilty of that with Take Profit and Apex because of the trailing drawdown. I have no choice. I cannot let the profit go back 30%. But what it does, it fosters really bad habit of over trading. This is why it is critical to look for firms that are end of the day trading, guys. End of the day trading is critical, is everything. Okay? You know, I I know that I have those 3 Take Profit Pro account, and actually I have 5 because I have the Pro Plus, and I have one that I just passed recently. You can see it here, 1, 2, 3 Pro account. But I can tell you, with all the experience that I have in payout with Take Profit, the trailing drawdown is not easy. It's stressful. You always have to fight that trailing drawdown to get paid. It's not as easy as Top Step, end of the day, or trade day, or other. You have to find the firm and the process that helps you getting consistent payout. What I like with Take Profit is as soon as I reach the buffer, boom, I get paid on day one. But there is other firms that starts doing that as well. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm done. It's gym time for me anyway, coming up. I love you all, everybody. I hope it was helpful. Your likes, comments, I appreciate it. Travis, anything to add? I'm done. I'm coming to the 11 a.m. I don't like to add a new trade.
Yeah, no, I see if we can get up to the red dash again. Yesterday's open, the 250 area. Maybe that's where we sell off from to get a new low.
Yeah, be very careful of this 230, 255 because they could finish the day cleaning it up at 23,080 for nice reconstructing in a healthy way. Oh, by the way, this pullback is healthy for the market. This market was stupid, up and up and up and up and up and up. The markets never go straight up and straight down, guys. There's always retracement area. I hope it was helpful. Love you all, everybody. We'll finish with our little song from the AI that I done. I want to refine some of the lyrics and my personal life experience. But in between the kids, my son graduated from military, the camping trip with the friends, going to Europe in 2 or 3 weeks. My life is slammed, managing my businesses and everything. Love you all. You have a great day, everybody. Sayonara. Au revoir. Hasta la vista. À bientôt.
Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success. I